Good afternoon, folks. It's Soul Truth Speaker again. Wishing you a happy and a blessed Sunday. And coming to you with some more unhappy news. I'll put it this way. That needs immediate attention and a problem that needs to be solved right now. And this one, we have a lot of information on, and it's called Gentrification and Death of Black Communities all over America. And I'm just going to read and give you a little brief some information, info on this. There is no city in the country where black people are safe from the current method of displacement, known as gentrification. Washington, D.C. once had a majority black population known as Chocolate City. Perhaps it is now, well, I won't say that. That population has fallen to below 50% in Washington, D.C. The situation in New York City is illustrative of this phenomenon. According to census data, the city's black population dropped by 5% just between 2000 and 2010. Brooklyn alone lost 50,000 residents. Just wait a minute, listen to this. During that same time period. And now it's lost double that, and this is 2019. Listen, and it said the 50,000 black residents during that time period, while the white population grew to 57,000 in that same time period. Now remember, we're going to move this forward shortly. The same source of capital that took money out of the cities in decades past are now changing course. The market manipulation determined where black people can and cannot live and create a cascade of negative impact. And nobody cares. Let's go to Queens, New York. From one side of Queens, New York, Corona, East Helmhurst, all over parts of Long Island, entire neighborhoods have been gentrified of not only black, but Hispanic as well. And yes, that's partially due to racist policies. Folks, this country, we are in dire need of prayer. We need God, and we need God right now. Well, one thing, people perish for lack of vision. What we need to do is unite and fight this type of abuse of power. That's just what this is, where people throw money around and just move people out, destroy lives. And the places where these large population of African American, Hispanic, and some other communities of color are moved to have very little economic advantages in these communities where they're pushed to. I'll give you a little bit more information. Take, for example, East New York was always one of New York's poorest neighborhoods with a median income of $32,000. Its majority black population and location in far eastern Brooklyn, near the border of Queens, had been deemed undesirable. The designation is now forgotten now it is a source of big money. Now, since the change of direction of the money, it is looked upon as, wow, it's only 30 minutes from Manhattan. Let's move in. And this is exactly what's taking place. Big money moves in and push black communities out and replace them. Yet, the politicians are not mentioning this at all. This is a problem that's only going to get worse. We are a country separated. There's so much racial turmoil going on in this country, it's pathetic. It's a disgrace to all the people who have died for the rights of others. Dr. King, even so many others. I could go, A. Philip Randolph, people who have died for the rights of others, not just black people, but all people of color, all people. Let me ask you, have you been to Flushing, New York? That was a predominantly white community. In this instance, even they've been replaced. Just what I said, let me tell you, Watch who you vote for, because who you vote for make policies that you have to live by. It took the city of New York to stop this particular ethnic group. But now I start to go on further, but I'll leave that alone. The phrase prime real estate can mean anything the market manipulators want it to mean. As the many-headed hydra keeps spouting heads and can place suddenly be, and the place can suddenly be displaced. Oh, I like that wording. Black people, as they say, are left empty-handed and without a home. That's magnificent wording. I like that. Folks, we need to come on one agenda and fight this. There's no magic bullet. This is what's being of keep your money in your own community. You know, Asians, they keep their money circulated in their communities 22 times. Jewish money circulated in their community 19 times. African Americans, blacks and Negro, whatever you want to describe or call yourself, our money stay in our community a total of 7 hours. You know, we have been free since the Emancipation Proclamation, 1865, 150 years. I'll put it to you another way. In 1865, there were 4 million blacks. Only 250,000 or 300,000 were free. Do you know we own less, at that time we owned less than 1/2 of 1% of America's wealth. Do you know now 150 years later, 40 million blacks still own less than 1/2 of 1% of America's wealth. That's startling. That's outrageous. That's insanity. If it was any other race, there'd be I'll leave that alone. We are in dire need of a joint coming together on one accord and bring a solution to this problem, instead of this one attacking that one attacking this one. We have not advanced at all. We have, in other words, I'll put it this way, we have marched for 50 years for jobs and justice, and we're no better off now than before Dr. King was assassinated. And that's a fact. Folks, we need God right now. This is outrageous. Let me give you a little bit more. I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm coming to it. Let me give you a little something else. If there's a black tenant in a house, in every building we have, I put in white tenants. They want to know if black people are going to be living there. So sometimes we have 10 apartments and everything is white. And then all of a sudden, one tenant comes in with one black roommate, and they don't like it. Much has been made out of it. You want me to finish this? So we up the rent, which forces black people to move out. Oversimplification, but that's it. There's no need to go any further. Folks, we have to come together for a solution. Blacks are being displaced all over America in every major city. And most of these places where you're being displaced to, there are no economic opportunities at all. And I want to say something. We have to stop blaming white people for everything. Black on black crime has it's outrageous. It's preposterous. How can the heck can we blame white people? You know, somebody shot down a black girl the other day, another black child. Black on black violence. Somebody beat another little black girl also to death. You know how many black children were killed this week by other black people? Stray bullets, jumped on, beat to death. Do you understand what we are? A laughing stock to humanity, and it has to stop. I don't want to hear nothing about white people are doing it. This is done by black on black violence. It's a catastrophe in this nation, and it has to stop. Folks, we have a problem and it needs an answer. That answer is God. Again, we have to unite, come together and solve the problem instead of attacking each other. Put those guns down and pick you a book up. God bless you, folks. And for goodness sakes, pray for this nation. And pray for our community because we need help now. God bless.